What's up, YouTube? We back with another one here on this wonderful Wednesday. Just getting off of work. It's around 11:30, so that's good. I should be home by lunchtime. And today, just wanted to talk about knowing when to cut ties. And with that being said, let's ride. So yeah, it's been on my mind because a lot of people be afraid to, let someone go. Whether they kids, whether it's a spouse, whether it's your, older parents, whether it's your siblings or just a good friend. Sometimes you can basically do all that you can do for someone, and it still seems to never be enough. And they will continue to suck you dry if you allow them to. The best thing that you can do is, of course, extend a hand, whether it's mentally, financially, whatever the case may be. You have to know when to say, hey, that's all I have to give, before you completely lose your mind trying to basically make the best version out of someone when they don't even want the best version out of themselves. You have to be able to see the signs, because they're there. They're there. And I'll give you an example. I like giving examples of what I'm referring to. So let's say you have a friend who's, saying, hey, Keith, is it okay if you, give me a ride to work and also, pick me up? Like, yeah, sure, no problem, I got you. Now, you might know this friend is, going through something financially, so you like, don't even worry about the pay, I got you. I just want to be a good friend. I just want to, help you get back, into the swing of things. And they're like, oh, wow, okay, thank you. And let's say you've been giving this person a ride, back and forth for, let's say, 2 months now. So, you thinking about it, you're like, it's been 2 months. I know this person should have been, okay by now. Whether they offer something or not. Once again, you already told them, don't worry about that. But at the same time, now you starting to see this friend with extra things, and you looking like, nah, of course, I'm tripping, maybe it's just me. Now they got a pair of new shoes. They just went and got a new jacket, a new hat. They're purchasing, some of the finest food. You're just like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm quite sure you shouldn't be purchasing these things when you're supposed to be getting yourself together. And that's just an example of what I mean by just knowing when to let it go. knowing when to pull back, because this guy's clearly taking advantage of the situation. Oh, I get a free ride, to work, from work. Guess what? I'm not worried about getting back and forth to work because my good friend got me. And that's granted and that's cool. But how far are you willing to abuse this good friend? Now, let's say this good friend says, hey man, I'm feeling a little sick. I can't get you back and forth to work this week. I got to take care of myself. I got to, make sure that I'm good. And now this person is saying, oh, come on, man, you promised, you told me that you had me. They want to guilt trip you into continuously helping them, not realizing that you pretty much done more than enough, honestly. But of course, they done got full of themselves. Now, in a situation like that, me, you know what I'll tell them? Hey man, don't even worry about it. Go take them new pair of shoes and walk yourself to work with them. That's what you can do. And that's how you fix that situation. Now you may have another situation where you have kids. Now this is a hard one for a lot of folks, because these kids, of course you have them, you take care of them, you provide for them, you do everything that you need to do to make sure they have a well-off life, as much as you possibly can anyway. Everybody's situation is different, but for the most part, you did everything that you need to do. Now, the kid done graduated high school, maybe don't even want to go to college or whatever case be. Okay, cool. Okay, but the kid is still home. And now the kid, has a job and, at least being able to provide for him or herself and everything. And not once did you ask this kid for, any bill money or anything like that. So now this kid is, is basically living rent free, because in their head, they're still that kid under, mommy's, daddy's roof. And like I said, everybody's situation is different. Some parents may not even want anything, just go ahead, save your money, do whatever you need to do, blah, blah, blah. But what happens if you ask that child for, maybe a utility bill to get paid or something like that, and this kid goes off? And I've seen it. And this kid goes off. What do you mean? I'm just a child. I don't know what to do. I shouldn't have responsibilities and this, that, and the third. And you're like, wait a minute. You do know you're grown now, right? And once you're able to provide for yourself, then you need to start helping out with some bills. At least a water bill, light bill, cable bill, something. And I'm only saying that because there's a lot of parents out here who, for some reason, be afraid to ask their kids who still living home for money to help towards the bills, help towards the house, whether it's, just buying some groceries or at least buying your own groceries, Once again, you have to know when to say, hey, that's enough now. How long do you think you're going to take advantage of this situation. It's not cool. But people will only do what you allow them to. Or in this case, what you allow them not to do. Which is pay their way. And that was just two examples of how sometimes things can go a little bit too far if you don't nip it in the bud. And it goes the same way, you know, whether it's work, job related. You know, here it is, you got one worker who's just a go-getter. You know, every day they come in, they're energized, they're well rested, they're ready to get to it. And, you know, let's say they got a partner that, you know, that they work with, and they supposed to split the task. But for some reason, you have just one guy who's basically doing it all, and he pretty much doesn't mind, he or she pretty much doesn't mind, because it helps them, you know, get through the day. And the other guy or other girl, they're, you know, they're on their phone, they're lollygagging, they done took about 4 breaks after only being there 20 minutes. They're in the bathroom, they're talking, they're doing everything but working. And once again, you know, the guy who's doing it all, he doesn't say anything, he don't mind. But one day he comes in and, you know, his back hurt, or he's not feeling too well, but, you know, enough just to get through the day. And he, you know, he explains to his coworker, hey man, I'm gonna need you to, you know, kind of carry the weight today, because, you know, I'm kind of, you know, down, or whatever the case may be. And this coworker, you know, pretty much goes off. But well, why would you come to work if you know you're not, you know, fully equipped to carry out your tasks, and this, that, and the third? And now the guy's like, wait a minute, I've been working with you for about 6-7 months, and not once have I complained about your slack. Well, maybe you should have said something. I don't see myself slacking. I'm here every day and I work every day, and this, that, and the third. And, you know, things go left. And I'm only saying that because maybe the guy who's been doing it all should have been said something. Because now, by him not saying anything, this guy actually believes that everything he's been doing has been okay. So sometimes you have to kind of catch it before it starts, if that makes sense. Once you get a whiff of someone possibly taking advantage, you need to address it. Do not let it linger around, because it might just be your downfall. And that will drive someone crazy, because they know for a fact that they've been doing everything that they have, you know, been doing to try to ease things. And like I said, whether it's the work environment, whether it's, you know, the home, it really doesn't matter. And trust and believe me, I get it when a lot of people, they just want to keep the peace, and, you know, and try their best not to, you know, have any issues with anyone. But sometimes it's wise to just make it known. You have to, because you never know how much you're enabling the situation. And it's hard to fix the situation once it's become a pattern. That pattern is not easily broken. So for those out there who may be feeling some type of way about, someone who's not, carrying their weight or taking advantage of them, please, for your sake, for your sanity, address it as soon as possible. Because some people, they may not even know that's what they're doing until you say something. As long as you're allowing it to happen, it's gonna happen. And with that being said, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna head on home, make me some lunch, and just relax myself and prepare myself for tomorrow. Be blessed. Put the Most High first, and all good things will come. Thank you.